Social media manager. This is when it gets really interesting, even more interesting. Sonny is our social media manager. And I was playing around this morning with
While
this.
you're doing that, do you
Yep.
have to use all 7, or you can use as many or as few as you want, or the monthly fee, whether you use just Eva or you use all 7?
Correct. I am. It's
Okay.
minimal, right? It's
No, I'm just saying it's not like you're
right,
signing up and saying, "Hey, I want the executive assistant to social media. I don't need the blog
right,
writer."
right. You get
You
everybody.
get all 7 of these people, whether you're choosing to use them or not.
Yes,
Okay.
depending on, yes, you're absolutely right. I'll share with you. I don't really. I'll share who I use. I use Ava. I use the social media manager. I don't use the legal associate very much, but I'll give you a quick example of how I can or how you could. Anyway, social media manager. So this is Sonny, and I feed Sonny things. This morning, I said, every day I'm experiencing new things that most people don't do that makes a difference. Could we start a LinkedIn series sharing these stories? Great. Sonny responded back, love the idea. How often? Maybe 3 times a week. And then I started sharing a story at a restaurant the other day. And this was part inspired by our dinner the other day with our wives, because I don't know if you even asked for another glass of wine, but brought another glass of wine. Did you
Yeah.
ask? It sounds better if you didn't ask, but you
No,
probably asked.
he just brought it.
Did you really? Great. And then also I made the request of, right, I'd like to see the bottle, and he showed it to me like a bottle of wine,
That's funny.
because I've run into a situation before where they think it was 0 alcohol and it wasn't. And I don't want to break
Ah,
7
really?
years of
Okay.
not drinking alcohol. Anyway, so I typed the little story in, and then I said, "Can you help me? Can you help me? Here's the story. Can you help me write a little LinkedIn post about it?" Look at what it did. Most people just serve a drink. This server served dignity. Ordered a 0 alcohol beer. Instead of dropping it on the table, he held it up, looking for my approval. I see your choice. I respect it. I'm going to help you keep it.
So
Oh,
you can
that's
take
simple.
this and make this a post immediately, is what you're saying.
It's already done. In
Yeah.
fact, then they use my logo. Can you see?
Yep.
They created the image. They created honor the habit, anticipate needs, protect dignity. How great is that? All I have to do right now, I can edit it if I want. I can schedule it. Let's say I want it posted tomorrow, Doug, at 10 a.m. Scheduled. So right
That's
now,
awesome.
I don't have to do anything. That is now scheduled to go out tomorrow at 10 a.m.
That's awesome.
I like it, right? It says what I wanted it to say. I fed it the information. Because what happens is, I see so much, you see so much. Oh my gosh, this would be a great story. And then you get carried away with so many other things.
Yeah.
I need to make sure that I have more discipline to keep on feeding these tools my stories, and then it's helping me. It's my story. Now, yes, it tweaked the idea of honor the habit, but boy, if I spent 15 more minutes thinking about what would be a good title, honor the habit, I might come up with it. It might take me an hour to come up with it. But we're using technology
Exactly.
to help you come up with creative ways that are interesting to be able to share and present information.
I agree. You could edit it, right? You said there was a way to edit it and say, "Hey, I
Yeah.
wanna add some stuff, tweak, and then I'm gonna hit
Yep.
send."
I could. Yes.
That's
Yeah.
really
It's
cool.
it's already it's ready to be served up already. But I could put tags. I could put my photo. I could change the photo. I could do anything.
That's
But
cool.
I like what it did.
I agree.
Then next, I can give it more stories. What happens from there is that we can see it has 50 drafts created for me already, Doug, over here. I can go through any of these 50 drafts and say, I'm ready to schedule it for Thursday and Friday of next week.
Oh, from other ideas, you have 50 hanging out there. Okay.
Other ideas that I've typed in, other ideas that I've prompted it, other ideas that I gave it. It can start to use our photos as well. It doesn't always need to be an AI generated image. It can start to use our photos too. But imagine, like, my one of our colleagues is going to be able to look on all this and say, you know what, Bart, I like this one and this one. Can
Yep.
I get your approval? Let's post it for the next 3 weeks. Great. Look at all this content, Doug. And these are my stories.
That you just put out there and said, "Hey, here's my thought."
Look at these, right? Oh, give it your all, but not all, but not all of you got. But it's supposed to be give it your all, but not everything. But it's not always perfect, but it's
No, but
content.
it gets you going.
It's my content with the help of this.
Yeah,
Anyway,
the people not using the AI tools out there are just crazy. Like yesterday, I want to do an assessment for my team. I've written one questions like early on when I'm interviewing people. I took what I had written, put it into Gemini, Google Gemini,
uh-huh.
and rewrote it, categorized it, scored the thing and said, here's what the score should be. And particularly called out as an entrepreneur doing meeting planning. Number 8 is really important. If they score low on that one, probably you should move on. Then it said, would you like me to create a scoring guidebook? Would you like me to put it in a PDF that you can send to people to take the assessment? Yes. Would you like me to craft the email that it'll go out? Yes. Then it was like, would you like to do a 90-day game plan that once they join you, you can implement? Yes. It just like 4 minutes, I have this
Yeah.
whole thing.
And Doug, you're going to hear people say, some of the Nelly naysayers, they're going to say, "Oh, that's cheating." Doug and Bart, that's cheating. How would you respond?
I still have to do some work. First of all, it's not cheating. I don't believe that at all. Second of all, like I'm still going to do some work on it. It's not like I just take that and run. I think the
Yes.
cheating is if that was your homework assignment in college or whatever, but you still have to go through and do work. All you're doing
Yes.
is saving yourself time. You and I would have come up with all that, but it would have been
Yeah.
hours and hours of work. We're becoming more efficient. And I'm only speaking to small business owners. We're becoming more efficient as small business owners, which is critical. Not saying maybe it's not critical to the big companies as well, but for you and I, it's even more. We don't have a margin of error of hiring someone and they put together a project that's not good.
You're absolutely right. Why
So
not use technology to become more efficient? We had no problems using Excel spreadsheet. We had no problems using the calculator on our phones. So why wouldn't we use tools that are available? Doug, even when you're going back to the example of that survey, I used to do Google surveys and it would just be sent out Google survey. Here's the link. I would get the information back and it would pretty easily being able to put it into graphs and charts and things, which I thought was cool. But what was happening is I have, I don't know, 10,000 survey responses out there, let's say. Great. I have to go to every single Google survey response form to be able to do anything with it to roll it all up. Now we use Monday.com as our CRM and as our project management tool. Are you familiar with Monday.com?
I haven't done a lot with it, but I've seen the commercials and looked at some
Yeah.
videos on it.
It's helpful for keeping track of tasks for our team, but how else we're using it, our team member created a survey link in Monday. So when someone gets it, it's not from Google, it's from most people don't, Monday.com account. It's integrated into Monday. And then now that it resides in Monday and it's our version of, right, the tool, we can
Right.
do so
Okay.
much more than just a Google survey. No
Yeah.
disrespect to Google surveys, but it's just, it's using technology to make things better. Yes, more efficient, but then also better and help to analyze quicker.
You're
It's
saying, like, back to your question though, we had this speaker at a recent event, and he's an AI like expert, and he was going through stuff, and it was for the association execs and everything. But
Mhm.
before he just jumped into that, he went back and did what you do. It's the naysayers, like, oh, I don't know. He basically took us through the history of when the internet first started, and
Mhm.
now you don't need support people because you can type your own thing. And everyone's, oh, we're going to eliminate all these jobs, but it's happened many times. And
Yeah.
basically, we don't eliminate the jobs. People just morph to another skill set. They're
Yes.
now doing something else, right? Now, this person that you would have had typing this thing up can be the actual person implementing the training because they have the program. We're not, he was just showing how in history, they used to have pools of secretaries. You and I did when we started in the hotel industry. Grand
Yeah.
Hyatt, you brought out, you put stuff in your outbox, inbox, all that stuff. That doesn't exist anymore, but the jobs exist somewhere in a different capacity now.
Yes.
It's just he just took us through when cell phones came,
Mhm.
BlackBerry get annihilated by the iPhone, and just all these things that everyone, and also the whole room changed their whole tone. This is just a natural evolution to
Yeah.
do things better.
Yes. It's allowing, and I'll quote David Meltzer on this. His goal is to be able to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. Something along those lines. I think we can use technology to get in touch with more people more creatively, more effectively, more efficiently. When that happens, that grows our businesses. As I
Yeah,
grow my business, now I can have a team member instead of X number of hours a week can work more. Or my independent contractors, I can give them 30 jobs to do instead of just 10 in a year. There's more, right? We're helping more people. We're helping more people by becoming more efficient and we're reaching more people by using technology. I think that's
yeah.
smart. But
Okay.
yeah, and I'm not letting I would usually go in and I probably will, right? Just maybe add a couple more sentences that align more like my wording. But I've
Okay.
fed this tool a lot of information on me already. It knows my tone of writing.
You said the more you're using it, won't it know your tone even more and more, right?
I fed it my book, right? It knows my book. It knows my videos. It knows my speakers reel. It knows my TED talk. It knows all of
Okay.
these things. It's
Okay.
getting a sense. So
That's
in
cool.
addition, Doug, in addition to the LinkedIn post, if we want to push it off to Facebook, oops, we can push it off to Facebook. If we want to push that post off to Instagram or
You can do
onto
all of
Twitter,
them.
we can
Yeah.
also schedule all of those things. We can connect
Wow.
to those accounts. And I think sooner or later, it'll probably connect to like TikTok as an example. But right now, one post, I can post my entire social media calendar with the help of my team for the next month, the next year, whatever the case is. When we get so busy, we're like, I want to look at LinkedIn. I have 1,000 things to share, but I just don't have the time to do it. How easy is that? I fed it one story this morning and it can go out now to 5 or 6 different social media channels, and I believe be interesting and be
Yeah,
helpful.
I agree. That's
Yeah.
interesting. I like it.